Welcome to the immeasurable pending title, Madhog thy master! Yay!
You forgot inflatable.
Oh yeah.
Wait, which hole did you plug that pump on?
You know what? Welcome, children of the night, to the spooky Halloween special. Yes, yes, so spooky tonight. This is the voice I choose. Yeah. Is it obvious that I am trying to go for a Peter Lorre here? Okay, well, I thought I had it, but maybe I didn't. I should have gone with a voice I am much better at doing. Here's my impression of Nosferatu.
A silent one?
That's the joke. It's a silent film. By the way, this is me punching my pedantic card for tonight. The actual name of the character is Count Orlok. Nosferatu is the title of the film. Nosferatu means vampire in German. The vampire is not named Vampire.
But I love chai tea.
Anyway, as it said on the tin, this is the Halloween special of our music show, Be Confidently Wrong, or I guess we can call it Be Confidently Spooky. I am your host for tonight, Werehog, and I am joined by Count Devula, which is the bar.
Hey, I've come to... Wait, that's racist. No, we cannot do that.
I think we can. It's Romanian accent, after all. Still in the realm of Europe. And then we have Dantenstein.
What was that, Danton? Danton?
It's not picking up, is it?
No.
I'm alive.
Where are you? Where are you going? Come back to us. Don't go towards the light.
Is this better?
Are you using a different mic, Danton?
No, I'm not. I'm using a different setup, to try and be spooky.
Can you go back to normal, please? This is not coming out very well.
Yeah, okay. It sounds like you are trying to be a ghost and threw a sheet over yourself.
Okay, well, thanks. That brings me to our next contestant, Icy Corpse. Okay. Who ordered the brain sandwich? Here you go, sir. And finally...
Thank you. I'm not myself when I'm hungry.
Shut up. And last but certainly not least, we have Matt Daemon.
I suppose.
As in D-A-E-M-O-N. Daemon.
Oh yeah.
Let's
Daemon.
Well, when this episode comes out, let's hope Demonox will not sue you for copyright infringement.
Oh no. Well, that would be problematic. Okay, let's get...
I still don't trust this guy.
Okay, well, thank you. Let's get started. The gimmick for tonight is that we are doing horror games. Well, horror and horror-adjacent games. You will find out that the definition is a touch broad, for reasons that should be obvious, because it was actually a bit more challenging than usual to make the selection of tracks for tonight in terms of balancing the difficulty. Because when it comes to horror in gaming, there are only two well-known series that everybody knows, and everything else is sort of teetering on the edge of popular consciousness. more niche than you might think.
Yeah.
So some choices that would normally occupy the second or even third tier might pop up in the first tier, and the difficulty overall might be higher in general. But yes, this is our show. We will play the tracks for 30 seconds. You have to guess it right. You get points if you do. You know the rules by now. So let's get this show on the road to the graveyard because thematically appropriate. Yay! I'm seething already. Okay, I'm going to start now if you're all done. Are you done? Let us begin our foray into the realm of darkness and easily frightened ones. In 3, 2, 1. Danton.
Amnesia: The Dark Descent.
Good. Yes.
Wow.
It's the
I
main
am.
menu music.
It is
I would not
indeed.
know that.
It is
Yeah.
indeed
Oh.
that. Yes.
Yeah, I have a feeling I'm not going to score high in this round.
I guess we'll
You and
see.
me.
Well, I guess this is a good time to tell everyone that I have played very little of horror games.
You don't say.
Yeah.
Same.
Oh, and
I
by
do
the
say.
way, by the way, before I forget, I am going to require very precise answers for most of these tracks. Okay, and by the way, do me a favor, keep track of the score, Danton.
I'm
Yeah.
always already doing it.
You are my
Yeah,
savior,
the problem
Dantenstein.
with the problem with most horror music is that there's not this kind of a memorable melodies.
Oh,
Well,
you
it's
say
more
that!
based on.
Well,
it's more
Matti,
based on atmosphere.
Mr. Matt Daemon, you simply have not heard enough horror scores in your life, if you say that. Anyway, let's go on with the next one. 3, 2, 1. Time is running out. Devar?
Ride Hell to Retribution?
This is the horror game night.
I know.
It's a horror to play.
Shut up. Danton?
I mean, I can't deny that one.
Danton.
Red Dead Redemption, the zombie DLC.
No, but that's an interesting choice I should have considered. No, it's not. Anyone else wants to guess? Time is out. Icy Pal?
Evil West.
No. Why do you keep thinking this is a Western game?
It sounds like one.
Okay.
I always thought that too.
So, Matti, you're not going to guess it. Am I to assume that?
Yeah.
This is from Silent Hill.
Ah.
The very first one.
The very first one. Listen,
Oh.
guys. I could have gone with the very obvious choice of music, the theme that plays at the beginning, the one that goes...
Shut up, speaker.
You would have guessed it way too easily. This needed to be more of a challenge, you see.
Of course.
course.
Of course. Of course! Okay, let's go to the next one then. Devar?
Resident Evil 1?
No.
Have I
Matti?
got confused?
Limbo.
No.
Oh.
Danton.
Resident Evil 2.
No! Are you seriously not going to guess this one?
No, I've heard it.
Yes.
Time is running out. Come on! Icy Pal.
Fatal Frame.
No! Guys! This was the save room theme from Resident Evil 4! I am ashamed of you guys. Just
Resident
Evil-
the embarrassment.
Resident Evil 4 had a save room?
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, are you serious?
they all do.
Are you serious right now, Devar? Count Devula? Are you serious? I'm going to revoke your count card.
No more counting for you, mister.
I knew it was Resident Evil, but I didn't know the exact number. I just went
No, I
to because
didn't.
it sounded similar to the save room there.
That did not say Resident Evil to me at all.
Guys, the last two were the two easiest choices, the two easiest ones to guess in the entire show tonight.
Well, turns out we are more scaredy cats than we thought.
Okay, well, I'll try to survive the disappointment. Give me a second. Oh. Okay, moving on. Next track, track number 4. And a 3, and a 2, and a 3, 2, 1. Matti.
Drakengard?
I would not include Drakengard in here, even though Drakengard is technically horrible to play. That's not the kind of horror I am after tonight. The bar?
Kadelka?
What?
Kadelka?
Kadelka would be a tier 3 selection, not a tier 1. That is such an obscure pool, Devar. It's not. Icy Pal.
Medieval.
No. Oh, and I'm going to tell you there is no medieval tonight.
Well, we go, guys. Let's leave.
Okay. Time is running out. Danton.
Parasite Eve?
This was Fatal Frame.
Pal's last
The one you guessed last time. Yes, this is Fatal Frame, also known as Project Zero in Japan. Do you
And in
see
Europe.
now? And in Europe. Do you see now the problem here? I gave you two very mainstream choices with Silent Hill and Resident Evil 4, but then you also have Fatal Frame, which is very popular amongst the horror connoisseur, but it's still sort of niche in the grand scheme of things.
Mm.
But anyway,
Congratulations to Danton beforehand.
Yes, Danton, you are the only one with a point in the scoreboard.
So far.
This is not going well.
Let's keep going.
Okay.
We might get something.
Okay, guess the next one then. Number 5. Time is running out. Danton.
Lock Tower?
No. We're out of time. Icipal.
Haunting Ground.
No. No, Haunting Ground would be a tier 3 at best. Matti.
Deadly Premonition?
No. Who's left? Who?
That'd be me,
Davar.
and no, I cannot for the life of me think of anything.
Okay, well, this is from Bloodborne.
Ah.
Oh.
So, Souls-like do totally count as horror, given the atmosphere, the setting,
And
the mood, and Bloodborne
Oh,
is
yeah.
basically a gothic horror wonderland in terms of
Yeah,
aesthetic.
with Call of
Yeah.
Cthulhu themes.
The aesthetic is gothic horror meets Berserk. Okay, I have a feeling that some of you might be able to guess the next one. Just a feeling. Yes, let's go on. Davar.
Ib.
Yes, it's Ib. Finally. Jesus. Frankenstein.
One apiece for me and the bruh.
Yes. Ib.
Yep.
So, fun fact, Ib initially was supposed to be a tier 2 choice, but then I thought to myself, let's put it on tier 1, because when it comes to the very specific genre of the RPG Maker horror, this is the game that comes to mind. If, one would even know what an RPG Maker horror is, which, again, it's a niche, but this is the most popular pool from that niche.
Yeah, Ib sticks out to me, its musical style.
Yes, it is one of the most instantly recognizable medleys in a menu screen, if you happen to know it, that is.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on to track number 7. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to give you a hint for this one because I'm feeling generous. This one is a sequel, so keep that in mind. 3, 2, 1. The clock is ticking to your doom. Danton.
The Teletubbies?
No. So, if no one else dares to answer, I'm going to... there were going to be consequences. Matti?
Amnesia Machine for Pigs.
No. Icy Pal?
Dark Souls 3.
No. Davar, do I have to take your point away?
Electric Boogaloo 2.
This was Darkest Dungeon 2.
Never heard of it.
I haven't had the time to play it.
What do you mean you haven't heard about Darkest Dungeon? We always talk about Darkest Dungeon.
We
I
talk
think
about it, but I mean, I haven't heard the music at all.
Ah, okay. Well,
I'm not into roguelites.
That's from the Darkest Dungeon 2.
yes.
Yeah.
I told you. I gave you a hint. I told you it was a sequel. Okay, this next one makes me a little bit mad, because... Did I just hear a dog in the background?
What?
No.
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 The hallucinations are kicking in.
The next one technically, officially counts as a track. It is sold as a track. It's stupid that it is, but it still counts as a track, so let's play it. 3, 2, 1.
The other members of the crew. Kane, Lambert, Parker.
Matti.
Legacy of Kate, Blood Omen, but now that I know that there's a Parker name, I'm suddenly not sure.
That's a long name.
You are... you would be wrong, yes.
Brett. Ash. and Captain Dallas are dead. Cargo and ship destroyed.
Tavar,
Echo Knight?
can you repeat that?
Echo Knight?
No.
I should reach the frontier in
Time
about
is
6
running
weeks.
out. Danton.
Dino Crisis?
No. Icipal.
The Dark Pictures Anthology Man of Medan.
Alien Isolation, guys.
Ah.
Not played that one.
Okay, listen.
It's on my to-do list.
I had to go out of my way and cut the parts that give it away instantly, such as the name Ripley and also the ship Nostromo, because you would have guessed it too easily, but now I'm starting to think I should have left them in.
My God.
You have yourself to blame.
He's having after pity.
I think we don't play enough horror games.
Yeah. In space, no one can hear your disappointment.
Okay.
Now there's a title for the episode.
Episodes don't have titles, but if they did, this would be it. Let me tell you. Okay, well, let's move on, shall we? Track number 9. Icy Paul.
Clock Tower.
No. It's not. Come on, guys. I'm begging you. Danton.
Parasite Eve?
No! There is no Parasite Eve tonight, okay? Davar?
Bloodstained?
Anyone else? Did everybody answer? Matti?
Clock Tower 3?
No. Davar, you were the closest one. This was Castlevania, Symphony of the Night.
Oh, god damn it. I played that game.
I wondered for a moment if this was a Castlevania title.
Why wouldn't there be a Castlevania in a horror-themed game show? After all, you have vampires and werewolves and ghosts.
Leprechauns.
Goblins and also leprechauns and death itself and the Frankenstein monster. It doesn't get
Okay, so
more
there's
classic
also-
horror than that.
Okay, so there's also not only horror games, but also horror-themed games.
That's what I said. We have horror games and horror-adjacent games. Otherwise, the selection would be a lot more niche than it already is, apparently. Okay, the last one. It's the easiest one in the entire game. If you don't guess it, I'm going to retire from this game show altogether. I'm going to be so mad. You will guess it. I'm sure of it. Please guess it. Okay, track number 10 then. Here we go. Davar.
Silent Hill 3.
Can you repeat that?
Silent Hill 3.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Now he's overtaken me finally.
Yes. Yes. You get it. Finally. Oh my god. This was tier 1, guys. I'm sorry, I'm going to play this one for a couple of seconds more because it's an excellent, iconic song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Only Silent Silent Hills available for PC players are 4 and Shattered Memories. No,
Actually,
Homecoming.
I'm pretty sure you can play all the Silent Hill games on PC, legally or not.
Okay, I have to check.
Just keep that in mind. In fact, I might point you to the best existing version of Silent Hill 2 is on PC, with some fan-made patches attached to it.
Yeah, I do know that they made a HD versions of 2 and 3.
No,
Everybody hates it. Everybody
Yeah.
hated that. It's bad. It's atrocious in many ways.
Yeah, I heard
it's
it was
just...
bad.
Ooh, my gosh. Ooh.
Ugh.
Did you know Konami lost the source code for the original PlayStation 2 game, apparently?
Yes.
I did hear about that.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Oh,
Anyway, guys, that was the end of Tier 1, and you know what that means?
But bonus round.
But spooky. Alright, so this is the 1 second challenge, and instead of a track from a video game, I have selected a small portion of audio from a certain trailer. Okay? And you have to guess, of course, for which game this trailer is. This 1 second clip from a trailer.
Okay.
Oh no.
Hopefully it will be very obvious for all involved. And it is worth 3 points. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1.
I got a shotgun.
That was it, guys. I remind you... Icy Pal.
Evil Dead, the video game?
No. Matti?
Resident Evil 4?
No.
I am not familiar with this trailer.
If you
I've
don't...
heard the meme, but...
If you don't hit the buzzer, Danton...
Dead Island?
No. No. Davar, do you want to answer?
Pumpkinhead.
No, this is Resident Evil, the original one.
I did not
That's
recognize
where
it.
that's from.
Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
I have no clue either.
So this was the Japanese cast presenting trailer for the video game. With the memorable quote of Chris Redfield saying, "I got a shotgun."
I've heard of that clip multiple times, but I never realized it was the actual real. I always thought it was an edit.
Literally, before even the sentence is over, the narrator says, "Chris Redfield." Yes, I put
Because
it here because of its meme status, essentially.
Because I have seen that trailer or clips of it used in videos, but I always thought they edited that "I got a shotgun" part into it because it was so cheesy and silly.
It is quite real. Like I said, it is the Japanese trailer, so this is English dialogue written by the Japanese.
Well, Resident Evil in general is cheesy and
yes,
B-movie in its presentation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barry! Who's the master of allotted
Don't open
tonight?
that door!
You almost became a chill sandwich.
Wesker! Okay.
You're pitiful.
Okay. Before I die of asphyxiation here.
Oh no.
Oh, and also before I forget, Danton, would you be so kind as to remind me what the score is right now?
Well, the score is Icy Pal and Matty are both in last place with 0. I'm in second place with 1. And Davar is in the lead with a whole 2 points!
I have a feeling that tonight we're not going to have any issues with games ending in a draw.
I will not want to hear anything about me making too hard of a music track list in the future anymore.
No, you didn't. You made it fair. The final boss was very fair. It's just that it was so funny. So funny that they couldn't guess it, considering everything else that happened that night.
Yes.
Okay. Let's get to tier 2, shall we?
Yes.
I wonder if it's easier or harder than tier 1. I am filled with dread, which is appropriate for tonight.
See.
Okay, let's begin with track number 1 of tier 2. Here we go. Tick tock, tick tock. -1 point. Okay, Devar.
Last
wait,
of Us.
No, wait. Was it Danton first? I think it was Danton. Was it you?
I'm on my screen. I'm first, but I didn't want to basically kick up a fuss if you saw.
No. You are first. You basically appeared at the same time in front of my eyes, so I've gotten confused. Danton.
This will be wrong, but Grandia too.
It is extremely wrong. Icy Paul?
Devar was before me, wasn't he?
Devar already gave me his answer.
Wait, he did? What did he say?
Last of Us, as a joke.
Oh.
I didn't hear that.
It's not a funny joke, otherwise I would be laughing.
Alone in the
Paul?
Dark.
No. Matti?
Haunting Grounds.
No. This is The Witch's House.
Oh, quite sounded familiar.
Okay, so I feel like I have to justify this choice here. I said that Ib is the most famous RPG horror game, but then we also have titles like The Witch's House and Mad Father, which are the second and third more popular ones. In fact, they would constitute the ideal trilogy of RPG maker horror games that inspired a whole generation of imitators.
Yeah.
Hence why I put it here. Like I said, balancing this show for difficulty, given the very specific topic, turned out to be a challenge.
You could even call it a nightmare.
Let's keep that in our pockets for now. Let's go to the second one. Yes. The bar?
Rule of Roses?
No. Danton?
Missao?
What?
Missao?
I don't know that one.
It's another RPG maker horror game.
Matti?
Mad Father.
No. Icy Pal?
Angels of Death.
This was Amnesia, a machine for pigs.
I think Matti said that ages ago.
I know. It's always funny to me to hear you guess correctly, but at the wrong time. It's very funny for me. Okay. Yes, this was the unofficial sequel of Amnesia, which was made by a different team, if I'm not mistaken.
I think you're correct there, yes.
Yeah.
So it was an almost completely different experience. Okay, the next one. Matti.
Friday the 13th for the NES.
Yes! Yes!
Damn it!
How many points is that again? Because I forget
2.
what round 2. Yeah.
2
So
points.
he's
for
matched up
Matti.
with Devar.
Yes,
So he's drawing.
With 1 correct answer, you got up.
Damn it, that
Wow.
sounded so fucking familiar.
I know,
Yes.
I was
I
there
know.
with you, dude.
Same as me.
Yes. Well, if you watched The Angry Video Game Nerd at any point in time in your life, then you might instantly recognize it. We are in that category, apparently. Okay, let's go to the next one. And this one is a bit of a banger, I must say.
Oh shit.
Danton?
It's Clock Tower, the first one.
Yes! It is.
I had chills up my spine.
Yes!
Hearing
Yes,
that.
of course, it's Clock Tower, Devar's favorite game in the whole world.
No.
Yeah, it's terrifying as hell. I knew I could recognize it as soon as I was like, am I thinking right? And as soon as I heard the sting, I was like, yeah, it is.
This music, by the way, it is the music when the little man with the big scissors starts chasing you. And I have to say, it is a great, great piece of music. It sounds like the band Goblin composing a piece for a Dario Argento film. The hard-hitting synth and the energy of it, the anxiety that it generates. It sounds like a 1970s Italian horror film soundtrack in the best possible way. It's very good. Let me listen to it a few more seconds. Ah,
beautiful.
Yes, the inhuman howls there in the background really add to the experience. Oh yes, great, great music, and I can sense Devar's distress. So let's move on.
Anxiety, yes.
Let's move on to something a bit more up everyone's speed, I would say, with track number 5. Hey, Danton.
Doom 3, the main menu music.
It is indeed Doom 3.
It's one of my favourite tracks from the series.
It is surprisingly very good.
I like the change of pace that they tried with.
They turned it into more of a proper survival horror and a first-person shooter, whereas the classic Doom experience, you are the horror, and everything else has to survive you. It's a fundamental change of dynamic. God, I wish the Doom film from 2003 did not take direct inspiration from Doom 3, the game.
Yeah, I do agree.
What about the sequel?
What sequel? It doesn't exist. It doesn't exist! It was never made!
We are taking that stance.
Listen, Doom... 2003 Doom was bad, but at least it had The Rock in it.
As Sarge.
And then you have Doom Annihilation, which, yes, it has Annihilation in the title, like Mortal Kombat 2 Annihilation, and in perfect fashion. I cannot
it's the
even
worst.
Honestly, I cannot even say it's atrocious, because that would imply that there is something about it worth remembering or retaining at any considerable level. It is the most forgettable thing imaginable. You might as well be watching paint dry. It's inane. Anyway. I'm going to indulge myself in this.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Danton, Your emoji is perfect for this.
Yes, I was rocking out to it as it was playing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very good. Okay. Let's move on to the next one then. Truck number 6. Matti.
Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Yes. I was waiting for you to say for the NES, but I don't think anybody knows of any other Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde video game.
I don't think there is any other ones other than the NES one.
That is very likely.
That is actually a testament to how infamous that game is.
Yeah,
Then again, if the AVGN didn't review it, I don't think anybody would have even remembered it.
Yeah. True.
That is true.
So that's 2 points for Matti.
Yep.
I think he's leading right now.
Actually,
what a
that's
surprise!
me.
Danton is leading.
Oh my gosh.
I'm leading with 5, Devar is 2, Matty is 4, and Icy Pal is 0.
Danton,
Yes?
this is your moment to shine! I'm rooting for you!
Oh, thank
Yes.
you. Maybe I'm cursed to win this time.
That would be so good.
We'll see.
Honestly, between you and me, I'm sick and tired of seeing those two always win.
Oh, actually, there is another Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde game.
Oh,
Yes.
Masm, Jekyll and Hyde.
Oh, never heard of it.
It's
Never
on
heard of it.
Steam.
Let's move on to, before I lose my place, which wouldn't be the first time, to truck number 7. Danton,
This is probably wrong, but Sweet Home.
you are in fact wrong.
Yes.
I was about to say yes. Pause. You are wrong. That would have been,
Yeah.
that would have been too
funny,
cruel.
Yeah.
Okay. Devar?
Maniac Mansion.
No. Time is running out, and we are out of time. Icipal?
Monster Party.
No. Matti?
Aoni.
No. No! This is from the original Alone in the Dark. The game that inspired the entire genre of the survival horror. Okay. Matti.
Nightmare on Elm Street. On NES.
All of the NES titles you've guessed correctly.
Now he has 6 points. He's gone ahead of me by 1.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Well, if there's no more Angry Video Game Nerd episodes, I think you have a chance.
I think
We'll
we're
see.
done.
But-
I think we're done with the AVGN episodes. Okay, for the next one,
Oh, are we?
Ooh.
I guess there is only one way to find out. So for this next one, I'm going to accept a generic answer for the next one. Only for the next one. Okay?
Okay.
Ooh, how ominous.
Shut up, you corpse. 3, 2, 1. Icipal?
Castlevania.
No. Danton?
Dead in the brain.
Can you repeat that?
Dead in the brain.
No.
Okay.
We're out of time. Matti, didn't you already answer?
No.
No.
It was
Oh,
Icy
Icy
Pal
Pal.
me.
Okay.
Damn it, Madhog.
Hey! Hey, it's the first time I confused you two together for a change. Matti.
Plants vs. Zombies.
No. Devar?
Brain Dead 13.
No, this is from Splatterhouse 2. I would have accepted Splatterhouse.
Right. I've never played any of the games, so...
I always forget they exist, you know, the Splatterhouse series.
I've seen, parts, but never actually played them.
I remember
Myself.
more the sprite work than the actual games or music.
Well, at least you know of it.
Yes.
Wait until we get to tier 3, guys.
Speaking of...
Actually, no, speaking of nothing, we still have one last track here. Oh, and by the way, I will once again need a precise answer for this one. 3, 2, 1. We are out of time. Okay, Danton.
Count Chocula's Revenge?
No. Devar?
Frankenstein?
No. Matti?
Vampyr.
No. Icy Pal?
Scooby-Doo meets the Kiss?
No. And that's not a video game.
It should be.
I know.
I know. This was Phantasmagoria, a puzzle of flesh!
Oh, fuck me, that would fit. Damn it!
Yeah,
That-
I
I
know.
watched Esponi's entire Let's Play of that.
The masterful 80s synth rock that rocks your world as you hear it.
Like a cheese on a cracker.
It's cheese on cracker in the best possible way, in the most 80s possible way, especially for a game from the 90s. Phantasmagoria, Puzzle of Flesh was by far clearly the superior of the two Phantasmagoria, and also the most bisexual.
That track sounds like it's from a very energetic 80s music video where everyone is wearing very colorful tights.
Yes, it's great. I did not remember this game having this majestic main theme. Oh, it's so good. I would listen to it for minutes on end. Okay,
Was the Puzzle of the Flesh the first or the second one?
the second
Second.
one.
The second
Yeah.
one.
It improves significantly on the issues of the first one. It has definitely better cinematography, much less horrible blue screen, and also Roberta Williams is not working on it, which means the writing is better. Which isn't saying much, but here we are. Oh yes, I went there. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's the tally now, Danton?
So in last place, Icy Pal. In third place is Devar with 2. In second place, it's me with 5. And with a whole 6 points is Matty Mally in first place.
Nice. Things are heating up, so to speak. At least for two of you.
It's tepid.
It's a bit tepid for now, but you know, the pipes are a bit old and rusty. You have to let the water run for a little bit before you get to the hot part. It's normal. It's an old house. It's a spooky haunted house.
Yes, we'll have to go back to the mansion.
Day of the Tentacle reference.
Let's see. Here we are. It is now time for everyone's favorite diversion.
Heaven or hell? Let's rock!
Which is to say, true or false. Now, thank you, you're too kind. Now, you're going to have to guess if this is indeed a track from a real game or not. You know the rules. The song, the track will play for 30 seconds. You type T for true or F for false in chat. This will go on until everyone has typed their answer, and if the answer is correct, you win 5 whole pumpkins. Let's do this in 3, 2, 1. Start typing. Guys!
Hello.
Minus 1 point to everybody.
I mean, the difference stays the same, so it doesn't really matter if you take points from all of us.
Keep in mind there is a time limit.
Well, we were just listening to the track.
Was that really 30 seconds?
It didn't feel like 30, but...
It was 30 seconds, I know. And that's why I told you to start typing.
Well, we needed to hear a bit more of the music so we could get an idea if we could recognize it.
Yeah, so technically this is all your fault, Madhog, because you made it too hard.
It doesn't really matter if you recognize it or not. You just have to guess if it's true or false.
I mean, have we actually ever recognized the true or false track? We just try to guess.
No, you haven't. And it doesn't really matter, because this is the one challenge in the game in which not knowing what the track is not detrimental to you winning or losing, because you always have a 50-50 chance of winning. Let me just bring up Steiner math for you. So anyway, you all answered true.
Which is wrong.
No, you're all correct.
Oh, okay.
Hooray!
This is a track from Bloodborne PSX, which is the
the remake.
It's the PS1 style remake of Bloodborne. They took the tracks from the game and rearranged them in a way that sounds like they would come out of an older system.
I'm going to double check with you, Madhog, since you're the host. Do we get the 5 points or did we not?
The game is real, the game exists, you can play it, and I've already told you, you all get 5 points.
I will not end this game at 0.
Yeah, I suppose not zeroed.
So that brings us to... Matti is 11.
Yep.
Icy is at 5. Dantenstein is at 10. And Devar is at...
7?
7. Yes. 7.
Wow. 7.
7 whole points.
Lucky 7.
Now the real game begins. It's time for you to have a bad time with tier number 3, and oh boy, oh, this is going to be cruel. Oh yes, I'll be surprised if any of you manage to guess even one of these. Oh, this is going to be so miserable.
How much is these points worth? Are they free?
4 points. So, of all the tracks in this selection, this one is the one I would consider the most of a stretch in my definition of horror and horror adjacent. The setting definitely makes it a horror, and these games are usually released in October, so that totally counts. And by the way, I'm going to accept a generic answer, because this next game is part of a franchise. And yes, if you're thinking to yourself, wow, Madhog sure is giving us a lot of hints, that's because I am confident you will never guess it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yes.
3.
No, but let's do it anyway.
2, and 1. Danton.
Hillbilly redneck?
No. Icy Paul?
Zombies ate my neighbors.
No. Matti.
Disagea.
This guy. No, it's not. It's not Disagea. It's not this guy. Oh, by the way, this Gaia 7 just came out?
Yes,
out of nowhere? I didn't know about it?
Yeah,
what do you mean out of nowhere?
I did not know it was coming out at all.
Huh,
yeah,
weird.
I know me and Neko talked about it in the Yume server, at least.
Okay. So, anyone else needs to answer? That was it. Boy, those violins sure are shredding. Let me tell you, they are on fire.
It makes me think of a fighting game for some reason.
Okay, Davar, you're not even going to try?
No, I can't guess anything.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to deduct a point if you don't even try.
Well, fine. If it's gonna be like that, then
It's the rules.
Rules. Zool.
Is that your answer?
Yeah, Zool.
Okay, so this was Mary Skelter 3. But I would have accepted Mary Skelter.
Never
I've
heard.
heard of
Mary
that
Skelter.
You've heard it from me, most likely, because I covered it extensively on my Twitter. It's... So, here's the deal. This is a Compile Hard Idea Factory joint. The people who made Hyperdimension Neptunia. It is a dungeon crawler RPG, and it is set inside the pulsating flesh and organs of a giant, unfathomable eldritch horror. So, it is a horror in setting. It is also one of the, if not the dumbest games I have ever played in my life.
Wait a minute, is this the game that has the line, "Am I alright? Feel these nipples!"
No, that's Artoneliko Koda Nelo Varsiel, but I can see
Yes,
why
died.
you would think so. No, this is the one with the blood bukake. You heard me!
I
You heard
have
me.
a faint recognition that I have heard that from you.
Yes, that's because, like I said, I covered it extensively on Twitter.
Blood, what now?
Yeah, Matti, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, Matti. Just,
God,
lead your life of innocence. You are too pure.
We have such an innocent soul here still.
I mean, I just covered that I heard correctly that it was some sexual thing.
Well, so the entire game is a very, 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 very thinly veiled metaphor for a very specific fetish. We don't need to get into that. It's very, very stupid.
Developers thinly veiled fetish.
It's a compile heart idea factory game, which means that it doesn't even bother to be awful in an interesting way. I like the gameplay. The dungeon crawling is decent, but that's about it. Anyway, so from this selection to the next one, which hopefully will not be as hard.
You say that.
3, 2, 1, go. Time is running out. Devar?
Sam and Max?
No.
My Friendly Neighborhood?
Yes! Yes! You guessed it! Ladies and gentlemen, the winner for tonight's show, Matti. You guessed it. Okay, well, color me surprised.
Yeah,
it's that first-person shooter that came out recently, isn't it?
Actually, it's more of a Resident Evil by way of Bioshock game.
Yeah, that's what it's like a first-person shooter, basically.
But the horrors are Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood puppets.
Yeah, they hug you and you die.
It's a very good game, actually. It's now currently one of my favorite Resident Evil games.
For some reason, the words Happy Muppets kept coming to mind. I was like, that's not the title.
Yes, well, it's close at the very least. And yes, this is My Friendly Neighborhood, which, by the way, I recommend. It's not that long. It's entertaining and well written. And the puzzles are fun. You know me, I always detest puzzles in survival horror games, but I enjoyed the ones. I have a confession to make. The next track on this list, this was originally a candidate for final boss.
Lovely.
3, 2, 1. Did somebody...
Yeah, Icipal.
I did.
Icipal?
Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei.
No. That's the original Megami Tensei, right?
Yes.
Well, no. So, Devar?
Persona.
No. Danton?
Sweet Home?
No. Matti?
Bunny's Garden.
Wait, hold on. Can you elaborate on that?
It's kind of has this kind of hand cursor that goes through a garden. There's a bunny and she keeps all kind of tests.
I understand what you mean. I know that game. It's not this one, though. But you were close. You were actually shockingly close. This is Before the Night. Specifically, it's from the fully animated trailer of Before the Night. And before you jump at my throat, The reason why I chose the music from the trailer is because I tried to search for the OST on YouTube, but I couldn't find it because Before the Night is an extremely generic name. There are a million things that have that have this combination of words in their titles.
Remind me what that was again.
Before the Night is a dark, twisted take on the classic Alice in Wonderland fairy tale, in which a human girl gets stuck into this world of anthropomorphic animals, but it is a world in which humans are considered pet and also edible. It is a game that takes direct inspiration from the Yomawari series. Is that how it's pronounced?
I think so, but I'm not certain.
I'm probably mispronouncing it. But anyway, this is a Korean horror game. It came out a couple of years ago. It recently had a port on the Switch, and I played it recently. I covered it on Twitter. So this was recency bias in full effect. Matti, you were very close in guessing correctly, by the way. So I will not give you points, but I'll give you a metaphorical applause. This is the metaphorical applause.
Honorary mention.
Honorary mention. Okay. Let's move on to something a little less insane.
I still don't trust this guy.
Thank you. I see Paul.
Layers of Fear?
No. Time is running out. Danton?
Silent Hill Shattered Memories?
No. The bar?
Silent Hill PT?
No. I considered PT for this list, but no. Matti?
Inside?
No. This is Signalis.
Ah.
Signalis.
I've heard the title, but never played it.
I know
It's
the
on my
series,
wish list.
but that's it.
No, it's not a series, it's one game.
Yeah, right, the one game.
It came out last year. It's
Yeah, that one that's made to look like a PS1 game.
it is a very good horror game in the sense that it understands what's good about those classic PSX era horror games, in that the limited scope of polygons at the time actually makes it is more difficult to grasp what's happening when it's all covered in darkness and the visibility is limited. There is a savvy understanding of how horror works in video games and in general. It's very well made. It has anime android babes. Let's move on to track number 5. We are halfway through. 3, 2, 1, go. Did somebody answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Matti?
Pocket mirror?
What?
Pocket mirror.
Cocket mirror?
Pocket.
That's what I...
Madhog.
That's what it sounded like from my end, but no, it's not pocket mirror. Devar?
Dead Space?
No. Danton?
Stasis Burn Totem.
That's a very good guess, but no. Time is up. Icipal?
Cold Fear?
No. This is Fear and Hunger.
At Las Vegas?
No. Fear and Hunger. To my understanding, I think it's a Finnish game. Its popularity has exploded a little bit in the last few years. There is a sequel out. It's one of those games that loves to utterly torture and mess with players.
Yes,
I've actually heard of this.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a Finnish game.
It is clear that its main inspiration was Kentaro Miura. Everything about it screams Berserk aesthetically. And it's fascinating for what it is. I would never want to play it, but I have enjoyed seeing people play it, let me tell you. Okay, well, from one hand of the horror spectrum to the next with this following track. Icipal?
The Immortal?
No. Oh, Matti?
Off.
What?
Off.
Sodolf? No. Danton?
Monster Party?
No. And we are out of time, Davar.
Zool?
No, what even is Zool?
Zool, motherfucker, Zool!
I know
Zool,
what it
Ninja
is.
of the Ninth Dimension.
That's a real game?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, well, it's not it. This is World of Horror.
Sounds generic.
World of Horror is anything but generic. It is a roguelike horror game inspired by the art of Junji Ito.
Oh, alright, it was that game. I know of it.
Yes, and it is fashioned after much older PC Engine games in terms of its presentation. I believe, if not even something older than that.
It's like those old, very old dungeon crawler / RPG games.
So, like Dead in the Brain, essentially.
I guess so, but it is aesthetically very directly inspired by the works of Junji Ito, as it becomes prominently obvious as soon as you find your first horror in that game.
Yeah, his art style is very distinct.
Yes, much like Fear and Anger, this is one of those games that really hates the player and will punish you severely, even if you do everything right, because at the end of the day, when you're dealing with embodiments of pure hatred made manifest in the form of spooky Japanese folklore myths and legends, those are basically unbeatable. They have something in common with Lovecraft monsters. I don't think the Grudge is ever defeated, come to think of it. This is going about as well as I thought it would. Hey, let's move to the next one. 3, 2, 1. Danton?
Sweet Home?
Danton.
Yes?
How many times have you given me this answer?
It's the first one that comes to mind for some reason.
Icipal?
Omori?
Oh shit, I know what it is now.
It's not. Davar?
Monster Party?
No, that's wrong.
Okay, so for future references, there is no Monster Party and there is no Sweet Home.
Yeah, I know what it is now.
Matti?
Ghosts and Goblins.
No, it's not. Hey, Danton, you're not going to get the points, but do you want to tell me what you think this is?
I think it's Resident Evil Guided on the Game Boy Advance.
It is indeed Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color.
It's the combat music that I was like,
Yes.
oh shit, I know it now.
This combat music is, first of all, pretty snappy, I have to say, and very memorable. The first time I heard it, I could not get it out of my head for months. So
Yeah, as soon as I heard it, I was like thinking, there's a bar that goes left and right, and you have to press it at the right moment. I was like trying to think what game that was, and Sweet Home was the first thing that came to my head, even though I knew it was wrong.
Resident Evil Gaiden on the Game Boy Color. Oh, this next track. I am damning my soul for this one.
Let's hear it.
I see, pal.
Angels of Death.
No, it's not. It's not. But it's
I
a
made
good
you
guess.
laugh.
Okay, I'll give you 1 point for that.
Yes!
Wow.
1 pity point, and only because you asked for it.
Hey, it's in the rules.
It's actually not in the rules. It's something that I do at my discretion. The bar.
Mad Father?
Your guesses are not that far from the truth. Danton?
Wadanohara?
No. Time is running out. And Matti?
Is it a now pocket mirror?
No. I don't even know what pocket mirror is.
I know. Is it Mogeki's Castle?
It's Mogeko Castle, yes!
Oh.
I guessed the wrong one.
You guessed Wadanohara. I was tempted to give it to you because it's basically the same game at that point. But no, it's Mogeko Castle by Mogeko, the same games, yes.
I did a 50-50 coin flip there and I lost, so...
Yes,
I knew it was one of those two.
I am. God is smiting me as we speak. I'm going to be sent to hell for this choice for freaking Mogeko Castle, the sexual predator cats. Jesus.
Hey, don't worry about it. Here, have some prosciutto.
You will not ruin prosciutto for me.
The game did it already.
No, that game has not ruined prosciutto for me. That's how strongly I feel about prosciutto. Okay.
All I remember about Mogeko Castle is that one room where basically I just found
all the porn,
like unlimited porn. I was just
unlimited porn.
Yes. For everyone, for the children in the orphanage,
especially for the children in the orphanage.
I haven't played it, but I watched so much fan dub of it.
Wait, they did a fan dab of it?
Yeah.
They should have hired me! I have the perfect voice for the big brother. Hello, Monaca, or whatever your name is, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's time for track number 9. Time is running out. Icy Paul?
Dark Age of Camelot.
No. Devar?
Avalanche.
No. Danton?
Disaster Report?
I wouldn't consider that horror, no. Matti?
Faust of Raum.
What?
Faust Albtraum. It's one of those RPG Maker horror titles.
No, it's not. This is Mistover.
I've never heard of
of that
It
one.
it is a Darkest Dungeon like. And yes, by the way, there are enough imitators of Darkest Dungeon that I have coined the term Darkest like to describe them. It is a Korean horror game. Again, it's interesting, and also it is one of the most unfair, cruel, and unfairly designed games ever. It makes Darkest Dungeon feel like a walk in the park. It is
I know of that, but
in fact, it was
never played.
it was so inaccessible and nigh unplayable that the developers actually had to add quality of life features to make it actually playable, to remove some of those gameplay mechanics that make it unplayable. It's insane how difficult this game would be otherwise. To describe briefly what's wrong with it. Remember the hardest mode of Darkest Dungeon in which you have a clock of doom and you have a time limit to do everything?
Yes.
That's this game at the easiest difficulty. Finally, it's time for the last track of Tier 3, and we end on a high note, if I say so myself, with this one. 3, 2, 1. Devar.
Deadly Premonition.
Yes!
Damn it, you beat me to it!
Let's listen more to it. Deadly Premonition!
Coffee and cereal sandwiches.
It's a
It sounds
ridiculous...
like Sowa is trying to humming a Super Mario World's level theme, but doesn't remember it.
It's but like Twin Peaks, like was
Okay,
made
well,
like
it's
sort of in the vein of Twin Peaks.
It's a game that's obviously ripping off Twin Peaks, whilst the author, that complete hack known as Swery, insists that he has never heard of Twin Peaks before. It is a completely ridiculous game with a completely ridiculous soundtrack to boot.
Yeah, I heard it's one of those so bad it's good things.
It is
Yeah.
a fascinating game. There is something about it that... Let me put it this way. There is something about this game that it almost feels like it would be good, like it wanted to be a Suda51 game so bad, especially with the main character. But it's not a Suda51 game. It's not No More Heroes. It's not Killer 7. It's just a hack job from a hack developer. Anyway, what's the final score, Danton?
The final scores are Icy Pal in 4th place with 6, Devar in 3rd with 7, Danton, me, in 2nd with 10, and in 1st place by 5 points is Matti Mali with 15.
Wait, didn't Devar get points from that?
Yeah, I was going to say. I was 7 last time, and then I got this one.
Oh, right, yes,
That's 4 points.
That just happened just now, so 11. Yeah, okay, you're in 2nd place then.
We might have a clear winner tonight yet, but...
Final battle.
It's time for the final battle. The final battle.
The final battle?
Right,
It is a final battle.
Now, this track is 60 seconds long instead of the usual 30. And you will have to guess it. And if you do guess it, you get 10 points and you basically win the game. Yes, even Icy Corpse could win the game if he guesses it.
Wow.
That would be telling.
Okay, it's because you have a score of 6.
I know. Yet I haven't gotten anything right.
All right. Final boss time, everybody. 3, 2, 1. Let's jam. Tick tock, tick tock. Matti?
Blood?
No, it's not blood. Next. Hit the buzzer, guys. Devar?
Illbleed?
It's not. Icy Paul?
Chiller.
What?
Chiller.
No, it's not. Wait, isn't that the name of a font? Chiller?
I don't know.
Danton?
Alice Return to Madness?
It's not. Do you guys want to have another go at this?
I don't think I'll get it myself.
Yeah, I don't think I will be able to get it myself either.
I just pulled an Icy Pal on you all.
Of course.
This is from the game formerly known as Pinkamena, which was later renamed Slaughterhorse. Devar, I played this one with you.
Yeah, I don't remember it.
Was
honestly.
that the My Little Pony horror fan game RPG Maker one?
I think it is.
No, okay.
Well, it sounds like it.
Where you play as Rarity?
It was a mafia-style social deduction game. It takes inspirations from classic social deduction games like Mafia, Werewolf, and Salem. There is a killer among us, or several, and you have to find them before they find you. And if every villager dies, then it's game over. It's that, but with My Little Pony all over it. And it was later renamed Slaughterhorse for copyright reasons, because they wanted to sell it commercially. And they even made a sequel called Slaughterhorse 2, which is on Steam right now. You can play it. This soundtrack, it's the music from the menu. It has stuck with me for several years. I could not forget it. I could not put it out of my head. There is something about it that just stays with you. It burrows itself into the inside of your membranes.
You could say it's haunting you.
You could say that, but I choose not to. Okay, so the final tally for tonight is, well, the same as it was before. We have a winner, and that winner is, surprise, 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 Matti Mali.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Matty.
Thank you. I mean, it was a surprise for me.
I'm amazed I got as many points as I did with it as well.
And that's it for tonight's show. We have done it. We have successfully wrapped up another special episode of Be Confidently Spooky.
And the curse still remains.
Okay,
But the future refused to change.
Now, before we... Oh, that's a very good impression. That's a very, very good impression, Matti. He does a good Lavos impression, this boy does. Yeah. Anyway, I shall bid you a good night, a good night of terror. Actually, I don't wish night terrors to anybody. Never mind. And yes, that's it. That's our show. Thanks for joining us. I have been Werewolf, and this has been Count Devula.
There, I will be off back to my coffin.
And Dantenstein.
Curse remains.
Icy Corpse.
I'll never be as successful as my cousin Stubbs.
And Matt Daemon. How come nobody commented on the obvious pun there?
Because it's so
Which
obvious.
one?
Low-hanging fruit?
I mean, I did make a joke about it back earlier, but...
Because we don't want to be on the firing line when Demonox comes with all of his hell lawyers.
It sounds like Matt Damon, the actor. Jesus Christ, guys.
All right, there is that guy.
Oh my god.
I thought that's what you were talking about.
I thought so as well, but apparently not. According to some of you.
And Demonox is more popular anyway.
And this is my Count Orlok impression. Good night, everybody. Okay.
Okay, now.
Okay, now I heard that.
I heard that.
We heard Sans.
Cool. I'm going to cut this, obviously, in editing, in post, and all that. You know the joke.
That's the blooper reel.